The Persian sun beat down, a lion's roar in the silence of the desert. Wind whipped across the dunes, a restless beast. It was a land of fierce beauty, this Persia, ancient, proud, a jewel in the crown of empires. Susa, the heart of it all, pulsed with life.
Within the palace walls, a different world unfolded. Gold glinted, a silent promise of power. Intrigue clung to the air, thick as incense.
Here lived Mordecai, a man of quiet faith, his heart bound to Yahweh, God of his forefathers. He served in the king's court, a shadow amongst lions. Yet even in this gilded cage, danger lurked.
Mordecai, ever watchful, caught whispers of a plot. A serpent coiled in the shadows, its name was Haman. His envy, a venomous thing, targeted Mordecai and all his people.
Fear, cold and sharp, pierced Mordecai's heart. He knew the whispers spoke of annihilation. His people, scattered, vulnerable, faced extinction. He, a lone sheepdog, stood against a wolf in royal robes.
His faith, a shield against despair, held firm. He would trust in Yahweh, but he would also act.
He had raised his niece, Esther, as his own daughter. Now she was queen, beloved by King Xerxes. His heart ached at the burden he must place upon her. He sent word.
She must know. She must act. The fate of their people rested on her shoulders, a delicate frame bearing the weight of generations.
His prayer, a desperate plea, rose on the smoke of 100 sacrifices.
Yahweh, God of Abraham, protect her, guide her.
Haman's hatred, a black sun, cast its shadow over Susa. He spun a web of lies, playing on the king's vanity. His words dripped poison, turning Xerxes' heart against the Jews. An edict, cruel and irrevocable, was issued.
Fear, a palpable thing, took hold. The edict meant death, not just for Mordecai, but for all his people.
The decree spread like wildfire, carried on the winds to the farthest reaches of the empire. The Jewish quarter, once alive with music and laughter, fell silent.
Esther received Mordecai's message. Her heart hammered against her ribs. Fear, icy and relentless, threatened to consume her. But she was queen. Her people, her family looked to her. She would not fail them.
Esther, draped in the royal colors of Persia, her face a mask of serenity, approached the king's throne room. Her stomach churned. To approach the king uninvited was forbidden. Death, swift and merciless, was the penalty, but was it not a fate preferable to the genocide of her people?
Her heart pounded a primal rhythm against her ribs. She, a daughter of Abraham, would stand before the lion in his den. Her faith, a beacon in the darkness, illuminated her path. She would trust in Yahweh. She would have faith in his plan.
Her hand touched the cool, polished wood of the door. A silent prayer escaped her lips. Then, with the courage of a lioness protecting her cubs, she knocked. The fate of a nation hung in the balance.